All right. Good afternoon to all of you. Today we are going to have a training session. Um, the first thing that I want to do is I want to introduce myself. So my name is Ramesh Kumar, and I have a BA in psychology. I have a master's in educational management and master's in cognitive neuroscience. And I have 23 years working experience as a lecturer. So, how about yourself? Can you introduce yourself? Yes. Are you working currently now? Yes. Huh? No. How about you?
So my name is Harish. I just graduated from University of Malaysia, and I'm currently working for this company
Ah,
for almost 3 months right now.
okay. So, are you joining this company? Yes.
Yes.
All right. So, you are a new employee in this company. Yes. All right. Okay. So, today's will be the topic on human resource orientation for new staff. So both of you are new staffs who are just joined this company, and I'm going to go through the human resource orientation for both of you. All right. So as to begin with, I would like to have brief ice-breaking session. So I want to ask you some activity. I'm going to ask you some question here. So let us look at the question. A new employee is struggling to adapt to the company's culture. How would you help them? So this is the question. So think about it. I give you about 2 or 3 minutes, and then think about it, and then you answer based on this question. Okay. Uh, you can use any sources. So this employee is actually new. So he is new to this organization. And you can see that every organization has their own culture. Okay, so therefore uh, we have to fit into that culture. So in order to do that, how would you help them to fit into the culture? So what are the ways that you can make them adapt to the company's culture? So try and see. So you got it? Got any answers? Okay. So your name is Tarvinesh, is it? Tarvinesh. Okay. Can you share with us what is your how would you help them?
So as a manager, how would I solve this problem is that I would assign a mentor to the employee that is being selected by the company.
Mm.
What I would do is that I would pair them with a more experienced colleague that is currently working, who can take the opportunity as a experienced employer to guide them through the company's culture as we speaking.
So you said that the company would have a mentor to guide the employee, new employee. So mentoring does help the new employees in your sense. Yes, of course, it will help. So in what way do you think it will help?
I believe that it will make them feel less pressured because
Okay.
thinking that there is someone for them to guide through all the works that they are facing. If they are facing it alone, they might feel stressed out or even left alone. If you know there is someone for them, then it might be easy to navigate all the works.
Okay, very good answer. Very good. So, mentor will help the new staff in guiding, okay, giving them the company culture. They can also brief on the company culture, right? So, and so on. Okay, very good. Thank you very much. How about you, Divina? What do you think? Is it got something? You wrote something there? Yes. Just read it.
I'd like to provide learning resources
Yes.
and share onboarding materials, training programs, or company handbooks
Yes.
to recommend the employees to relevant articles, videos, or case studies that reflect the company culture.
Very good. I think that's a good answer because you're going to provide some handbook, employees handbook, because in the handbook there are do's and don'ts of the company. So yes, the company's culture actually reflect on the handbook. Okay, reflected on the handbook. And also, of course, just now you mentioned that you want to show some videos about the company. Okay, you want to show some programs so far. What are the programs they have done in the company? So this will give some clear picture of the company to the new employees, because to get them adopted to the company culture is difficult. Maybe they are from another company, they just newly joined. They might bring in a different culture. So here in this company, we want to mold them to our culture. So that is the most important. So in that order, so you can give a handbook to go through. You can show them some videos, some programs, some activities. You can show them your company's Facebook. Through the Facebook videos, they can social media. Okay, through that they can understand about the company culture, and they try to adapt themselves into that culture. Okay, as opposed to you never give them any kind of guidance, so there will be problem for the new employees to adapt to the culture, right? Very good answers both of you have given. So let us go through the next. So today's session for the next 30 minutes will be just overview of the human resource management. Overview, just basically what are the things that in human resource that you have to do, because every organization needs human resource. Since your company is small and you have to handle, both of you have to handle the resource, human resource aspect also you have to handle. Okay, so therefore this uh, program, this training is very essential for new staffs coming into the organization. So of course the next 30 minutes I'm going to go through an overview. So what are the things that you will learn is, number one, understand why human resource management is important. Then number two, describe how the HR department is organized in the company. Then identify the main functions of human resource management. So these are the three learning outcome that at the end of this today's after the 30 minutes of session, or after 1 hour or 2 hours, you will know why is so important human resource management in the company. Number two, yes, how the department is organized. And number three is the main functions of human resource management, right? Now let's go to the next. Okay, can I go to the next one? Yes, all right, all right. Okay, what is human resource management? So what do you think? What is, what it is? Yeah, please.
It's basically about managing people that is working in a particular company.
Right, you are very right. Thank you very much for the answer. Yes, we are managing the people. Yes, first recruitment. So we try to get as many people to come into the organization or apply to the organization. So why we need to make them apply? A lot of them, we need a pool of candidates to come and apply for the position, so that they can choose the best candidate for the organization. So that is a good answer. Now here, so you can see here, human resource management is the development and implementation of systems in organization. For what? Number one, the elements are attract. You have to attract a pool of candidate. You have to attract people to come and join our company. Then not only joining our company, but also we have to develop them. Okay, there are two things. Educationally, we have to develop them. We give training for them, and then we career path also we can develop them. All right, that is two. Then, of course, the most important is retain. Make sure they work for our company for long period of time. Why is so important? Why they have to work for a long period of time in our organization? We don't want employees who come in and then 1 month or 2 months after that they leave the organization. Why? Because it will be a waste for the company, because the company might have given training, money is spent on that, the company might have given allowances, okay, the company might get given some perks for the employees, and all will be wasted after the company, after the employees leaves the organization. It is a waste for the organization. Another aspect is that they have to recruit again. They have to start all over again to get people into the organization. So there's again another cost. So cost is important aspect. Okay, we have to minimize the cost. That's why we have to retain not only employees but high performing workforce, because this high working performance workforce is, they are good, they are excellent workers, they are high performers. If they leave with their expertise, they leave with their skills, they leave with their knowledge, and there it go, the company will lose a high performing worker. Okay, clear on this? Any questions that you want to ask here? Right, you're clear, huh? So this just the management aspect. So now we go into the detail part of it, huh? Yes. Now, personal qualities and skills of required HR specialist. Okay. Now, both of you are actually in the organization, and you are responsible to get in people and things like that. So, what are the qualities that you need to have? Number one. Yes, what are the qualities?
Communication.
Yes, definitely. Communication skills. Communication skills like interpersonal skills, okay, understanding employees, looking at their needs, okay, you are empathizing with the employees, putting yourself into the shoes of the employees, understanding them, and these are the communication skills, interpersonal communication skills. Interpersonal communication is a big wide area, but I'll let you give you some simple explanation. Not only verbal communication skills, you must also have written communication skills. You must know how to write and then express your instructions very clearly to the employees. All right. Number two, yes, Divina. Yes. So change is inevitable. You have to change because the environment is changing. Every second, the environment is changing. So in HR also, we have to develop ourselves. We have to improve, keep on changing ourselves. Then you have IT savvy. Of course, nowadays you don't have to tell, every students, every employees are very good at IT, but there are certain trainings that the employees have to go to in order for them to understand much better on information technology. Yes, and then yes, yeah, because an organization have data. Organization have data, they must know how to enumerate and also analyze the data. All right. Next is the ability to understand the business context, how business works in the organization, how it is integrated in human resource, how human resource integrates with the business. So like vice versa. Okay. And high ethical standards, very important, because ethical issues, you can name it, right from corruption, bribery, and things like that has been going on. So for a HR specialist, you must have this quality of have high ethical standards with you. All right. So any questions here? Clear? All right. Right to go. Yes. So now we come to the functions. So what is the function? What actually HR department does? Okay. What? Number one is the planning. You need to plan. What are the things you have to plan? Recruitment, yes. So before recruitment, you have to identify how many people are in the organization. How many people are there? Is that the number of people enough for the organization? If it is enough, then don't recruit. If it is not enough, then you go and recruit. If you have enough, you have surplus of employees, don't recruit because you're wasting the money, wasting time. But if there is a demand, then you start doing the recruitment. So planning means looking at the future. Now currently, how many of the employees are there and how many you need for the future. So you plan and then you get the recruitment process going on. All right, next is setting policies and administration disciplinary action system. So your job is human resource policies. There are many human resource policies in the organization. So for example, absenteeism policy, okay, smoking policy, you have what else, MC policy on MC, taking MCs. There are many numerous policies. So that is your job, okay. And of course, disciplinary action system, there must be an action system because not every employee will work, okay. There will be some employees who does not work, will not perform. So what are the things that you can do to improve their performance, okay. So if they don't improve after that, then you have to do some kind of disciplinary proceedings, actions, and so on, okay. And then yes, recruitment, yes, getting in people. Now next is what are the functions? We are still in that. So we are establishing career movement policies, including transfers and promotions. We deal with that. HR department deals with promotions, deals with the transfers of employees to our own branches and things like that. Of course, termination of employees where the employees are not performing, non-performance employees. All right. Then lies with the immigration and labor department. These two important departments that we have to liaise, okay, especially those companies who are bringing in foreign workers to the company. Then you have to liaise with the immigration department, okay, and the labor department. And finally, record keeping, okay, keep all the personal records, their MCs, their annual leave, their promotion, whatever records of that person, okay. Yes, again, training and development. It's not only you recruit, but your job is to train the employees. You need to give induction program like what you are going through now today, induction program. All right. So holding an induction program, this induction program is like orientation program, okay. Introduction to the organization culture, introduction to the vision and mission of the company, and so on, and then provide skill training. So training, skill training, there are two types basically, two types: soft skill and hard skill. So you have to look at that, which area the employees are still lacking, then you provide them the training. And organizing supervisory and management development programs for the employees so that they can advance in their career. Then establish and administering performance management appraisal system. This is one of the most important. When the employees start to work, of course, you need to monitor their performance. So that's where appraisal system comes in. So appraisal means evaluating, judging their performance. Okay. All right. Of course, your payment reward system, this is also your function of the human resource department. Develop a wage structure, prepare information for payroll, establishing incentive schemes, and advising on the benefits of the company. What are the benefits they have? So reward system, it should be in place. Okay. All right. Then next, very important area that we have to also deal with health and safety issues. So health and safety issues, what are the things we can do? So always remember, prevention is better than cure. So therefore, we have to organize safety programs. Okay. So like for example, campaign. You can organize campaign, 1 week zero accident campaign and things like that. Then wellness program for them, maybe some kind of recreational activity so that they work out and then they sweat and then they build their immunity and all those things. Then accident investigation, since there are certain companies prone, employees are prone to get accident injuries, so therefore investigation should be done to prevent repeated accidents. So you must go to the root cause of the accident and find out what causes the accident and then get a solution from it. Yes, provision of health and safety services, establish programs to prevent sexual harassment and violence in the organization. All right. Yes, you also have to oversee the canteen facilities. If you have a company has a canteen, then you have to go and see the cleanliness of the place. You have to see whether the food is appropriate for the employees. Okay, and provision of transport. Okay, to and fro from the house, you also have to deal with that. And then provision for recreational facilities. Okay, maybe a gym in the organization, maybe hiking, go for a hiking or futsal, whatever games, whatever recreations that you can do, try to organize it for your employees so they get engaged with the company. All right. Then of course counseling. So not everybody are healthy, wealthy, but there are certain things that might happen, like for example, somebody in the organization, the member of the family may have some difficulties. All right. And they need counseling, mental health counseling. They may need some somebody to talk to. Okay, they feel depressed, they are very down, they want to talk to somebody. So human resource department also handles counseling sessions. All right. Okay. Okay, managing employee assistance programs. Yeah, this is also one of the functions. Okay, finally we are looking at industrial relations. Okay, grievances handling. Grievance means employees not happy with certain things. They are not happy with a lot of things, but grievances means how you handle grievances. You must have a channel for them to express their feeling. Okay, you must have a procedure, you must have a policy on grievance handling. So they come and tell you that, look, I'm not happy about this, I'm not happy about that. So the human resource have to take down it, and then they have to try to find a way solution for it. Then you have relations with the trade union representative. Of course, big companies have trade union. Okay, workers join the union, and then you also have the main part is that you have to sit in the committee as well to collective bargaining or negotiation. All this comes under function of HR. And prepare contingency, including strike action. Sometimes company can go on strike because of certain issues. They do picketing. So this is also a part of your job to handle them. Okay, so yes, we have done the overview of the human resource functions lah. Right. Before we end, so I would like to give you a case study. Okay, so you can see the case here, and then you have a piece of paper there, and then you try to answer the question. Okay, let us look at the case. A small company is growing rapidly and hires an HR manager for the first time. All right, the manager needs to establish key functions for HR to support the company's expansion. All right. Okay, again, repeat here. I am repeating. A small company growing very fast. All right, and hires a HR manager for the first time in that company. So the company needs to establish key functions. Okay, what are the key functions? Just now you have seen for the HR to support the company's expansion. Now the question is, what are the main roles and responsibility of HR department? Okay, I have given you some points here. Okay, so you can make use of these points and then you can answer the questions. All right, all right. Can you start now? Now this activity is different, huh? So just this question only. All right. Just maybe each one give uh, two roles and responsibility HR department. Okay, maybe Darvinesh can start.
So the HR department is one of the most crucial departments in an organization, and their main roles and responsibilities of an organization is all about recruiting the people and then giving them training. These are the two main roles of HR department. You don't see other departments doing the above roles that I've said before.
Mm.
So it's all about seeing whether how many people do they need in an organization and then recruit them uh, within the skills that the organization is looking for, and then train and develop them at the same time in order to fulfill all the company's goals
Mm.
and goals that have been set by the people.
Okay, good answer. So you were mentioning about training and development. Okay, so one of the main roles of HR department is to train the employees. Okay, so to train to employees so that they don't do mistakes in the workplace, and then they can improve their skills, their knowledge, and also they gain experience. Very good answer. Thank you very much. Okay, now Divina, what do you think? Give me one main roles of responsibilities.
Home management,
Okay.
to conduct appraisals and provide feedback.
Yes, very good answer. You need to do performance appraisal for the employees, and then you need to give not only performance, you evaluate, and then you also must give feedback. You said that, isn't it, Divina? Feedback. So you need to give feedback. So that means to say, if the what you call performance is not good, you must tell them you have to improve on your performance. Okay, in what area you have to give the feedback to them, which area that you are still lacking. Like for example, they come late, always absent for work, or come late to work. So you have to give feedback so that they can the next time they can improve themselves. All right. So now let's do one activity, and the last one. Okay. This is okay. Let's say human resource function, recruitment and selection number one. So let see which one fit into recruitment and selection. A, B, C, D. Which one? I think I have sent to your WhatsApp. You just look at your WhatsApp.
The first one.
The first one. Okay. So A is the answer for number one. Okay. All right. So recruitment and selection is company wants to hire the best talent and fill key position to ensure smooth process. Okay. Then go to the next question, next function, training and development. Yes, which one?
The last one.
The last one. How about you, Divina? Last one is which one? H, is it? H. Okay. After a skill gap analysis, the company realized employees need more training in customer service. All right. So that's the answer. All right. Then you have performance management. So which one does fit into the function? Performance management. D. Okay. Why D? Yes. Very good. Okay. Right. Then you have compensation. So compensation is payment and benefits. So which one does F? Okay, why F? The company wants to introduce flexible working hours and a better health insurance plans to retain top employees. So that is compensation. And then number 5 is health and safety. So health and safety. So what is health and safety? What kind of function or scenario? See, factory has seen an increased workplace accident. So accident, of course, it's deals with accident is safety and health issues. All right. So C is the answer. Very good. Very good. Okay. Next, employee relations. Yes, Divina. Employee relations. E. Okay. E. Why E? Because employees has filed a complaint about the unfair treatment by a manager. So HR needs to resolve this issue. So therefore, E is the answer. All right. Then you have talent management. Yes. So in talent management, what is the scenario? B. Correct. B. So employees have complained about unclear career growth opportunities. So the company need to create a system. Create a system to help employees grow within the company. So that is the answer. Talent management. Then you have the last one, workforce planning. So what is workforce? What are the scenario you can fit in here? G, right. So the new company, new product line, the company is actually making a new product. So they need to hire 20 additional staff within 2 months. So therefore, this is the answer for workforce planning. So you need to plan ahead because you know there is a demand in demand here. Okay, within 2 months, there's a demand. You need a lot of more staffs to. So therefore, this is what we call workforce planning. All right. So yes, that's it. thank you very much for the first session, introductory session. So I just wrap up the whole thing again. So what we have done is that what we have gone through is so we did a ice breaking session just now. Yes, remember that how to adapt to the new culture, and then you gave some answers to me. So that was very good. Then um, uh, we saw all this. Why is so important? Then how HR been organized, and then the main function. So especially the main function. So we have done this. So we have defined what is human resource management. So we saw the qualities of human resource specialists. Then we saw the functions. So mainly the functions. What are the main functions of the HR department? Okay, training and development. Then we saw a reward system. Then health and safety aspect. Then employee service and welfare. Grievances handling under the industrial relation. Then lastly we did an exercise. All right, thank you very much, okay, for the first session. Thank you. Okay, welcome back. Okay, so now the second session will be basically we're going to look at a few chapters, okay, and the chapters are chapter number two will be related to recruitment and selection, and also induction. And chapter 3 we will look at training and development. Then chapter 4 we will look at employee performance, and chapter 5, the last one, will be on health and safety. So hopefully we can finish 2 3 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, hopefully we can finish by then. Now, so this session is a bit in depth. So we are going to look at in detail about recruitment and selection process. We are going to look at very detail about training and development, okay, and employee performance, and also health and safety issues. All right. So the first thing that I would like to touch on is the recruitment. Okay, so what is the learning outcome here? What is the learning outcome? So the importance of job analysis in recruitment and selection. Job analysis is something that every company have to do before getting in people. So later I will talk about it. And then at the end of the session, you will be able to outline the key steps in recruitment process. So there is a process in recruitment. Then we will look at the steps, right? Then the last one is describe method of selecting new recruits, right? So these are the three main learning outcome that I hope that we all can understand these three main areas. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, so what is recruitment and what is selection, right? So recruitment process of attracting suitable people. We need suitable people. This very important word, because unsuitable people cannot work for the company, cannot perform. Correct. Yes, who is capable to work for the company. So therefore, we have to select the right candidate, the right suitable person at the right time, okay, with the right salary. Okay. So then selection, we have to choose for the most suitable candidate from among the group of applicants. So we need to have a lot of people applying for the job. Why we need to look into that? Because with a lot of candidates, then only you can choose the best. If let's say 2 or 3 people only applying for the job, and you have no choice than to select one of them with the limited experience, with the limited knowledge, with maybe no qualification. So it will be a problem for the organization. Therefore, selection process, we have to select the best among the candidates, among the candidates. Yes. Why it's so important? Because of the potential cost of bad recruitment decision. If you choose the wrong apple, bad apple, then you suffer, the company suffers, okay, in terms of cost of making mistakes. So because employees may not have the required knowledge, required skill, so they tend to do mistakes. So be careful about that. And then, of course, if they do mistakes, it will affect them through accidents. So they get injured in the workplace. And also loss of customer caused by employees who cannot cope with the job. So you have unsatisfied customers because these employees are unable to serve the customer well. So therefore, the customer come in and then return with dissatisfaction. All right. Then next potential cost is cost of recruiting replacement. So let's say an example, a person comes in and then he is unable to cope with the work and he leaves. Oh, this will have major impact because the company have to recruit again to replace that person. And then cost of training replacement. Yes, not only replace the person, but also you need to give the training again, another training for the new recruit. So all these are potential cost for selecting the wrong person into the job. Okay, so any questions here? Any questions? Understand? So now we know why it's so important to get in the right person at the right place and the right salary. Now we talk about selection process. Now selection process starts when once the HR manager have the application piled up on his table. He already have few hundreds of applicants. Then this is where they have to make decision. Okay, what make decision? Make decision to recruit. Okay, number two, steps number two. This is the process. Conduct job analysis. See whether there is a need for the job. If you don't need, then no need to recruit. Okay, you need to know whether you need or not. Really, there is a vacancy there. There is a place vacant for this skill, this type of knowledge, this type of experience. All right. Then you have source the applicants. Where you can get the applicants from. This is the process. Where you can go and find out applicants. So one of the ways that companies does is that the process, recruitment process, is that the source applicants, they go to the college or universities to recruit. They go to the universities and then set up the booth and then they conduct interviews there. All right, to find out the best person. All right, this is one way. There are plenty of ways. Source applicants. So mainly jobstreet.com. Okay, mainly apps, through apps. Then collect information on the applicants. Okay, take their details, information, then choose the most suitable applicants. All right, then finally offer them employment. Okay, how we offer the employment? Through contract of employment. Okay, you give them a agreement, employment agreement. Then once you have offered that the employee the position in the organization, then he can hold the induction. Induction is the orientation program. So you go through, what you do in the orientation is that you go through with the candidate the vision, mission of the company, what is the nature of the business, and what is the expectation of the employees. They have to follow the handbook. So in here they will distribute the handbooks. They will introduce the safety policy of the company. They will highlight who is what in what position. They will introduce the whole organization chart, and then where is he belong to which department and who he is supposed to report to, and then they will give a tour of the organization, go and see various places in the organization. This is holding induction program. Right now, so sometimes organization may reluctant to hire someone. They hire, no, why you want to hire someone? If you get a part-timers, okay, but we can outsource that particular job. Okay, so how alternatives that the organization has besides hiring new employees? Number one, can they be outsourced? Outsourced means you give the job to external party. External party means external organization. I give you one example: cleaning service. You don't have to hire cleaner in the organization. So like this place, this organization that you're working in, you don't have to hire cleaner to come and clean. Hire a cleaner for a monthly salary, and then they from 8 to 5 they have to come, and then you have to pay their medical bill, you have to pay their annual leave, and then bonus and things like not necessary. So if you can outsource that work, that means external clean consulting firms, they just come and then they will do the cleaning and then they go off. Whose employee are them? They are the organization employee. That particular organization will give them salary, they will take care of their medical bills, they will do all the thing necessary. We have to just pay to that particular organization. This is what we call outsource. It can be outsourced, and many organizations are doing it now. They are outsourcing a lot of things. Even payroll also they outsource. Even accounts also they outsource. Small companies, small companies, not necessary you have to have all departments in the organization. You don't need to have accounts department, you don't need to have even HR department also can be outsourced. Okay, now can the work be reorganized and carried out by existing employees? So no need to go and hire someone. If like Divina, you can do 2 jobs, multitask, why not? I give you Divina the job, 2 jobs she can handle. She can handle the cashing, the cash. Okay, she can do the accounts. At the same time, she can handle human resource function. So why you want to hire new employees? Not necessarily. So nowadays, more and more companies are doing this. So look at your organization, see whether you can handle that. Carry out the task carried out by the existing employees. Next is, can the work be automated? Automated means, can it be computerized system can do it for you? Can AI, nowadays AI can do for you? Okay, now mostly no need to hire a secretary. Why you want to hire a secretary where AI can do everything for you? The AI system can generate letters, can generate anything, reports also can generate. So here, can the work be automated? If yes, then why you want to hire someone? Okay, can the work be carried out by existing employees working overtime? So like say for example, company, too many jobs, a lot of, it drags on. So therefore, instead of you hire 2 people, so you give overtime to 1 person and he solves the problem. He extends his time overtime. That means after 5 he can work 2 hours extra, and you pay overtime for him. No need to hire another person and then you start all over again, give training and things like that. So not necessarily. All right. Then finally, if an employee is needed, should he or she be hired on part-time or full-time basis? This is another question. Most companies like to hire part-time. Like for example, myself, I am a trainer. So actually I am working in one of the college, okay? And if you look at the college, they hire part-time lecturers. So no need to hire full-time, okay? Hire part-time. So they come in, how many hours they teach, you pay them, and then that's all. That's it. So in that sense, a lot of things can be saved. Money, effort, and then time you can save. All right. So this is alternatives. I give suggestions to you. What are the ways without hiring new ones? Oh yeah. Now we come to job analysis that you asked. Now, what is job analysis? Before you recruit someone, you need to do job analysis. So job analysis is a technique. Remember that, it's a technique. Number one, to identify skills, then knowledge, then experience. So knowledge, skills, and experience. So and experience. So how to do this? So you need to know what are the requirements necessary to perform the job. For example, skills. Does the job needs IT skills? Sorry. Does the job needs IT skills? So you identify it. If yes, then okay. Then yes, we need IT. IT skills. We need IT skills. Now, does the job requirement? I'm talking about requirement necessary to perform. Does the job require knowledge? What kind of knowledge? Okay, let's say he's a lecturer, he's a teacher. So does the job needs him to know biology? Okay, then you identify, yes, the teacher must know biology. The teacher has undergone a biology training, or she has done a degree in biology. Okay, Bachelor of Education in biology. So this is the knowledge and experience. How many years of experience do you need for the person to perform the job? 5 years, 10 years experience. If it is a higher ranking position, then you have to have more years of experience. If it is lower ranking, if it's just a dispatch boy, so let's say dispatch boy, just 6 months of knowledge about dispatching, okay, fine, is enough, right? So here, job analysis, we want to identify all these. 3 things, main things, which are required for the job. Because based on these skills, you are going to advertise. Because you're going to advertise in the newspaper, in the internet. So what you're going to write there? So you must say, we need an IT personnel, IT staff. We need a person who are well versed with certain subjects. We need 5 years of experience in this particular area. That's why. This is why you need to do a job analysis. So break down. Okay. Understand? Any questions here? Please ask questions. If you are not sure, please ask questions. Okay. All right. Next slide. Yes, techniques of conducting job analysis. So through questionnaire, observation, interview. All right. Then you have job description. So once you've done the job analysis, then you go and find out what is the job description. So for example, fundamental document valuable for variety of HR function. Job description can be used in where? Recruitment and selection, training and setting performance standard and appraisal. So these are the areas that you can do, will help you in job description. So job description is what? So job description means, yes, number one, the title. What is the title of the job that you want to advertise? What is the location where you want them to work? What is the grading? Okay, in job there are many grades. Then you have relationship between the job holder and others. So who is the top, who is in the subordinate, who is higher ranking, and all those. The relationship. Brief statement on the purpose of the job, what the purpose of the job that they are doing. Then list out the duties and responsibilities of that particular job. Okay, like cashier, what is the duties? You have to write down. Cashier means they have to collect money, they have to do the accounts, they have to see into profit and loss per day, they have to manage the petty cash and all those things. So you have to know. That is called job description. Okay, then terms and conditions for employment to be given to the job holder. What is the terms and conditions of employment? So how many days of MC they are entitled to, how many days of annual leave they are entitled to per year, all the terms and conditions. Do they have to travel? That's a condition. You can put there. Since the job is a salesperson, okay, like this, your organization maybe need some salesman, sales position. So in the advertisement, you have to mention that the terms and condition is that the candidate who accepted must be able to travel, okay, have their own car. So these are the conditions. If you don't have the car, then of course you are not be given the job, right? Then number two is the person. Just now was the job. What's the title of the job? I'll show you again. Title of the job, location, relationship, okay, statement on the purpose of the job. Everything talks about the job. But here, it talks about the person. The person must be what? Okay, the person must be have knowledge in what? The person must skill in what? And the person must have the ability. Ability to communicate. Ability to problem solve. Able to solve problems. Okay? If there is a crisis in the organization, they should be able to handle the crisis. Okay, things like that. Then, of course, the person, what education that person should have. What education the person should have. And work experience required. Then, physical requirement of the job. Then, personality requirements where relevant. Okay, so this, the last one is the this third one is the physical requirement for the job. Maybe like instructor for gymnasium, there is an instructor, so you need to have a physical requirement. So physical requirements able to withstand, maybe to carry things or not. So if your organization is a heavy industry, then you must have the employee must have the physical body to handle that. Okay, physical requirement, maybe they can work in what we call noisy places, okay, and things like that, right? Then personality requirement, what type of personality they have. So main personality, there are how many personality? 5 personality, but main is 2. One is 5 personality, but the main is one is outgoing personality, and one more is very quiet personality, subdued personality. So if subdued personality means very quiet, means you cannot give him to handle customers because he will be keeping quiet there, he won't be talking to the customer. You cannot give them marketing job because they are very subdued, very reserved type of personality. If outgoing, yes, you can give the job to the sales marketing team. Okay, that kind of personality is a requirement where relevant. Okay, now the question: internal and external recruitment. So what it means? Can you read? Can you read and understand? Can you read and understand? So internal means within the company. You don't have to go and bring somebody from outside. So employment records of the applicants available. They know the background of the employees. So when you hire someone from inside, thus accurate assessment is possible. Okay, and no induction needed because he already customized, he already cultured with the organization. So you don't have to give orientation, all those things. Little and no cost involved. Yes, of course, you no need to advertise. True or not? Correct or not? Yeah. Then employees' morale and motivation may be increased because you get promoted, you know?
Normal employee to a higher position.
Yes, from normal to higher position, of course, it will be motivation, isn't it? And the morale will increase. Okay, any questions from here? Again, just now I asked little no cost. Why no cost?
Internal recruitment from inside the organization.
Yes.
To spend
Money on?
advertising.
Correct. So no need to spend money on advertising. Okay, next. Now this is talk about external recruitment.
Outside the organization.
Yes, outside the organization. So where you get the source of employees through? Can you name one, Divina? Yes, campus recruitment. So do you know what is campus recruitment? Yes, in the college or uni. So from the college or university. So the company will go to the university and set up booth, and then they get the name list of the best candidates. Okay, final year student, and then they recruit from there. Okay, then through agency also, employment agency, there are many. So they also can get through referral also. Okay, so maybe I'm working in this organization, and then my boss says, okay, do you have any friends, any relative who have this knowledge skill? And then you refer them. You tell, yes, I have my uncle's son. He's just finished his degree, and then he's waiting for a job. So maybe I can refer him. That is called employee refer another of his friend or relative. Unsolicited applicants. Unsolicited means what? What do you think? Solicited means you go and ask and then you get. Unsolicited means you don't go and ask anybody. But where you get the applicants? From where? Online? Okay, online. But there are certain people who blindly apply to all the companies. Like they email to the company. They may not have any job vacancy there, but this candidate just apply only, or send a resume, post it to the address of the company saying that I'm applying for this position. So you never ask, but somebody applied, and then you look at it. Yes, this guy fit to my organization. So yeah, you take him. So unsolicited applicants. So of course, advertising in the mass media, then you get more people. Internet online recruitment agency, you can get it. So any questions here? Can understand? All right. Hopefully, yeah, selection process. So we have CV, you got the biodata, you got resume. So source of information where the candidates will send their biodata. So you look at that reference check. You check let's say your company is doing a business on child care centers. You have a child care center, so you do a check reference. Somebody is applied, a teacher is applying for the job, so you have to send for reference check. How you do send for reference check? You send it for police, send the IC photo set and then send it to the police. Check whether got any criminal issues or not, because the teacher is going to handle children's, the teacher should not have any criminal records. Then you have test. You can give test, the short test like questionnaire, something like that. You can interview them, ask questions and see how they react, how they answer, how's their body language, how they respond to you. All right. Then of course in interview you must ask open-ended question, so that they will answer. You don't ask close-ended question. Why you like this company? They say, why you, if you ask why you like this company, why you apply for this company, then they will keep on telling. Don't ask, do you like this company? Do you like this company means yes or no answer only. So that is close end question. So open end question, ask question like which, why, what do you do in the past and all those things. Okay. Assessment center activities, yes, you can give an assessment. Like in colleges, they will give mock lecturing, so they see how you lecture. So this is some of the information, sir. Right, we are in the closing part. So on this chapter, so we do a case study. I give you let's say I give you 5 to 7 minutes, okay, very short one. Go do this first, then we discuss this one. So case study. So a company looking to hire a new marketing manager. They have received 50 applicants and shortlisted 10. Then HR team need to design effective recruitment process to select the best candidate. So question is what type of interview questions you want to ask. Okay, very simple one. So see what type of questions, interview questions. Can Divina can do? Can How about you? Can Then if you're finished, can you come and write here the points here? So what type of interview questions? Okay, one question. Thank you very much. So yes, so Darvinesh has asked this question. He will ask, how do you manage and motivate a team that is part of this organization? So you have asked one question. So the question says what type? So when you say how do you manage, when you say this, you're actually looking at, when you ask how do you, how, the question is how. So how means it is an open end question, open ended question. So very good, because in interview you must ask open ended question. You should not ask uh, uh, close end question. You should not ask close end questions. Why? The main reason why you want to ask open ended question is that you want to get them answer uh, based on their experience. Okay, you want to get them talk. Okay, if you ask close end questions, they're only going to answer you yes, no, that's it, and you cannot evaluate based on yes, no. So if they keep on talking, okay, they will say this, that, they will go on and on and on, then you can gauge their knowledge experience. That's why in interview you ask open-ended questions. So what do you think, Divina, for you?
Marketing strategy and experience.
Okay.
Can you describe the successful marketing campaign you led? What made it successful?
Okay. Again, describe.
Describe a successful marketing campaign within the company.
Okay. Describe successful marketing campaign in what you have done in the past, isn't it? So when you say describe, then you are asking him to tell you what are the campaigns they did in the past, correct? So it is actually open-ended. So what type of interview questions would you assess the candidate suitability for the role? Is that you must ask open-ended questions. Very good. Very good answer, both of you. Thank you very much. Right. Next, we go and do a discussion. This is very fast one, simple. What is the advantage and disadvantage of internal and external recruitment? Just now we have mentioned about internal, getting people inside the organization, and outside. So give me one advantage and one disadvantage. For example, first one is internal. When you take somebody from internal, what is the advantage?
There is no induction needed.
There's no induction needed. Very good.
Whereas for external recruitment, there must be induction. There will be an induction.
Yes, for external recruitment, you have to give them orientation of the whole company. Divina?
No cost.
Yes, internal, no cost involved. No need to advertise. Okay, very good. So external recruitment, what is the advantage? One, referral. Okay, very good. What is the disadvantage of internal recruitment? Disadvantage.
of internal.
Internal. There also internally there's no disadvantage.
Maybe the lack of knowledge.
Yes, very good. Some more? Lack of knowledge.
So same old environment. No new plans or
Okay, no new innovative ideas they have. They have only the same knowledge and they no innovation,
no creativity.
no creativity. Very good.
So we you're not like getting out from the comfort zone and then finding more talented employees out there.
Correct. So there are a lot of talented outside there. So you choose internal one. Their knowledge, skills, and experience are limited. So therefore, the contribution is limited also. So what is the external disadvantages of external recruitment?
Like you gotta pay, the cost is too much.
Yes.
You gotta spend a lot for advertisements and all in order to recruit people outside the organization.
Yes, correct. So you have to spend a lot of money outside, and then they are not they are not they may not be in tune with the culture. So you need to do a lot of cultural exposure to them. So
Programs.
yeah, a lot of programs. So this will take a lot of time, effort, and money. Yeah, time consuming. Very good, both of you. So with that, I have ended the first what you call chapter, which is the recruitment. Next, we go on to the training. Okay. Are you okay? Can you understand any questions? No, should be okay. All right. So, are you ready? Okay, can still go on, Can. Okay. So training. So we are talking about training. So what we are doing right now is training as well. So what is the learning outcome? The concept of training you will know, the benefits of training, and then approach to training, and also you will provide examples of learning principles. These 4 areas that we will cover today. Now, what is training? Change employees. That is called training. Don't think of anything, don't think all those things. Just the main idea of training is to change the employees. The change employee means you want to change employees' skills. Again, knowledge. You want to change their behavior. All right? So they may have bad attitude. They may be negative in the organization, negative thinking. So you have to change the mindset. So that's why training. So training attempts by the organization to change employees through learning process. So you learn something. Of course, when you learn something, there will be a change in your behavior. There will be a change in your thinking pattern because of the training, so that they are able to perform the job efficiently as possible. Okay, clear? I think simple. I think both of you can understand this. Okay, let's look at the next one. So this is the ask model. So first is the change of attitude, behavioral attitude. Number 2, change in skills. So you develop more skills. Then you have increase the knowledge. So there's a change in knowledge. There is an increase in knowledge. All right. So this is the ask model. So why we need to give training is because we want to achieve all this in the employee. So now there's another question. What happens to the company which does not train its employee? What will happen to them? Yes, definitely low performance. Okay, low performance. Very good. Low morale. Higher turnover. Higher turnover here means what? People leaving the company. The amount of people come joining the company and leaving the company. Very high rate because they never give training. For whatever reason, they never give training, whatever reason is there. But the employee will feel they don't know how to do this job. I don't know how to do this job, and the managers are not training me. I feel what they call demoralized. I don't have motivation, so they leave. So that's why high turnover among team members who are demotivated by working with untrained employees. All right. Then accidents will happen. Accident will happen, and then accidents cost. Why this employee don't know how to work, don't know how to perform the task, he don't know the machine, he go and simply handle the thing, and then he get injured. So of course, when employees get injured, company have to pay compensation and things like that. High turnover lead to recruitment costs. When the company employees leave the company, batch by batch they leave, then you have to look for another or employees. So now look at benefits. So there are many benefits. Can you name a few, Divina? One of the benefit here? Yes, training has a direct correlation with productivity. The more you train with the knowledge, skills, and knowledge and skills, the productivity will increase. All right. Then, yeah, satisfied because I know how to do the job, so I am satisfied. Day in, day out, I come in, I can just like that, I can do the job, so I am happy. Training opportunities attract and help retain talented workers, and then keep workers up to date because the world is changing. The amount of technology is changing. A new technology coming into the market. So therefore, employees must keep their knowledge up to date. And then training helps to motivate workers. Okay, these are the benefits. Learning organization, yes, it's lifelong learning. So a learning organization is one which is permeated with the culture whereby all employees continuously attempts to increase their knowledge, skills, and a cooperative basis. So this is learning organization. So organization who gives the opportunity to employees to learn new things. Okay, what happens is that the organization takes the proactive step to retain this knowledge within the organization. All right. Okay, training process, yes, of course. The main thing is the need. Where is the need? You must give out questionnaires to department heads. Say what kind of training do you think your employees, your subordinates needs? So you give out the questionnaire. Let them answer. Oh yes, certain certain department manager says I need this training for this our my department. So there is a need, then you give training. If not, you're wasting time. Set objective, develop the training program, implement the program, and evaluate the program. Just whether after the training, whether they have the knowledge, skills to do the job or not. If not, let's say after the training, they still cannot, unable to perform the job, then go back to the step number one. Train. I mean, identify training needs again, and then go step by step. This is the process. What is a training need? A training need is a problem which prevents work being done satisfactorily, which can be overcome by training. Okay. So identify who needs training. TNA. TNA, training need analysis, identifies who needs the training. Not everybody needs training, because certain employees, they know, they have the knowledge, skills already. So untrained ones. Then you have what skills they need. What skills and knowledge they need. That also you have to identify. Do their attitude need changing or not? Their behavior need changing or not? So all these are training needs. Then, in what situation? When new employees come into the company, give training. Then there's a promotion and transfer, need training. New missionaries, provide training. New procedures, provide training. New products, provide training. So these are the areas or situations, scenarios where you need to give training. Problems suggesting a training needs include: how you know your company needs training, how you know? Falling output, productivity go down. Immediately you know already, oh, there's something wrong with the employees. Whether they know how to do the job or not. Rising error, a lot of mistakes they do. A lot of scraps and waste, product waste mistakes they do. Increased time taken to complete the task. Increase accident rate. Increase customer complaint. The moment customer complains, you already know your employees are not doing their job properly. So send them for training. Factors to consider where you want to do the training. So today, where we are doing is in the in-house training session. So we are doing in the company itself. So factors to consider: who's the trainer, what qualification the trainer needs, duration, 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, how many days, or 2 hours, 3 hours, or 4 hours, budget, how much money you have, individual or group. So now it's a group, two people. Then methodology, what type of methodology? So I use audio visual, I use projector, I use whiteboard, I use case study style. I give questions and you give me answers. So this is all methodology. Then logistics. So how you come, the participant need to come to the place, isn't it? So what are the arrangement, logistic transport arrangement? Yes. Yeah, this is training methods lah. So lecture, handouts, audio visual, computer, role play, case study. So I given you this simulation, project based, all those things. Learning principle: learner must want to learn. First thing, you must, if you are here, you want to learn lah, of course lah. Active learning most effective than passive learning. So I give active learning. So I ask you to come and write. So this is active learning. So you participate in the training. Feedback, knowledgeable of results is essential. So I must give you feedback. Okay, learning is faster in teams. So better in a group, you learn faster, you share. Then you have e-learning as well. So e-learning, everybody knows nowadays. After the COVID, every students have know what is e-learn. So e-learn allow learners to learn at their own space. Now most of the diploma program, degree program, all e-learn. They qualify using e-learn. So this is the most advanced way of learning e-learn. E-learn also allows saving or logistic. You don't have to travel somewhere and go and learn. So you save money there. Allows employees to learn at times which suitable. So in your own pace, maybe at night. So you go into the online, you learn. Finish. That's right. Okay, now case study. So read the case. A company customer service team have been underperforming. Customer complaint have increased by 30% in the last 3 months. The HR teams has been tasked with designing a training program to improve performance. So the question is, what type of training would be most effective this situation? Okay, I repeat again the case. The company customer service team have been underperforming, so they're not doing their job. So customer complaint increased already. So a lot of customers are complaining last 3 months. Now the HR team has been tasked with designing a training program to improve performance. So now what do you think? Because there are many types of training, which is the most effective in this situation? Okay, I can go to that slide. You can find out which one: on the job, classroom, online. Give you I give you 5 minutes to do this. Classroom, huh? Okay. Why classroom? Why? What's the reason? Why you want classroom?
So they can understand more effectively
Yes, they can.
about the job, the training
They can understand better.
better.
Yes, better in classroom settings lah. Because in classroom you can discuss, you can look face to face, right? And then you can give feedback, and then the lecturer can prompt you, the trainer can prompt you, and then for answers, and then you learn more better. So classroom. Online, because the problem with online is that you don't see, because this problem is what customer service is, not customer complaint. So customer service. So if you do the classroom setup, then the trainer can see how your body language is, how you handle the customer. They can impart that knowledge to you. This is how you stand, this is how you have to face you must have eye contact or things like that. So when they ask for something, you must able to answer promptly, okay, effectively. So classroom will be better off than online. Okay, so okay, let's say you have said classroom. So why Tarvinesh? On the job, why cannot? Cannot? Cannot. Can also. Okay. On the job, can. No problem. So as they are there meeting the customer, someone by the side is teaching, explaining. Okay, in this situation, the customer wants this. So in this case, what you can do? So quietly with the employee, you can train them.
More to real life scenarios.
Correct. This is more real life scenario. The understanding will be much better. Okay. Any questions on this case study? Any questions? Just ask question. Just ask question, one question or two questions. Please ask questions.
Why is online training is difficult more than the classroom?
Okay, online training, you can see that not all the participant will switch on their video. So sometimes they off their video. They off their camera. Sorry, not video, camera. So in that situation, it's very difficult for the trainer to see the feedback from the participants.
If they ask questions, they won't answer.
Yes, I'm talking about online. I'm talking about online training means like Zoom meeting and Microsoft Teams. This kind of online training I'm talking about. Even for that matter, you ask them to go to this website and then look at the video, and then you look at the video and answer the question. It won't help also, because the person is not there. There is the person touch is not there. Personal touch is not there. So for customer service, you must know how to handle the customer personally. So that's why online is very difficult. So better face to face classroom setup. Okay, did I answer your question? Right. Okay, acceptable. Okay, so Divina, you have any question? No, huh? All right. If that's the case, then we rewind again, we recap again. What are the things that we learned in this chapter? Okay, I go one by one slide. So to now training. So we learned about the concept of training. We learned the benefits of training. Correct? Yes. And then we systematic approach to training. Sorry. Then examples of learning principles. All right. Now, what is training? We saw that there must be a change in behavior, change in what we call ASK, change in the attitude, the behavior. Number two, skills, develop skills. That's what change is all about. Then third is the knowledge, increase the knowledge. Right. This is the ASK model. Then what happens if the company does not train? There are a lot of problems. Okay, there are management time cost taken, undo mistakes. Employee have made mistakes, and then the company have to undo it. Lower morale of the employees, higher turnover. Okay, you understand the meaning of higher turnover? High turnover. Huh? A lot of people resigning. Okay, on from the job. Then accident rates goes high, then high turnover, then leading to recruitment costs. So now benefit, what are the benefit? Yes, can attract, retain talented workers, then training increase workers productivity, then increases workers job satisfaction, keeps workers up to date, the knowledge, training helps motivate workers. These are the benefits. Then learning organization. So learning culture, with a culture whereby all employees continuously attempt to increase their knowledge and skills. So this is the learning organization. Then organization takes the proactive steps to retain this knowledge and within the organization. Then process. So identify training needs, we saw. Then set training objectives, then develop training program, then implement the program, evaluate the program. Then we have what is training needs. We saw who needs training, what skills and knowledge needs are. Then situation, when do you need to train, what are the scenario, new employees, promotion, transfer, new machineries, new procedures, policies coming into the organization. You have to let the employees know about the new policies, the procedures. So therefore training is needed there. New product and services in the company, new products, you don't know, employees are new to that, so they have to give training on the product knowledge. Then problem suggesting, when do you know there is a problem? They're falling, productivity, output is going down, more mistakes, more scraps, more errors. Okay, increase time to complete the task. Okay, increase accident rate and increasing customer complaint. Then factors to consider, all this lah. Venue, trainer, duration, budget, we saw all this. Individual, group, methodology. Yeah, factors to consider. Logistics, yes. Then on the job or off the job. Training methods, all these are training methods you can use. Then learning principles. Okay, the learner must want to learn. Active learning is important rather than passive learning. So passive learning is one way. I talk, you listen. But active learning, I give you some activities, you do, and then we get the feedback from you, and then we discuss. This is active learning. So participation is there. Okay, e-learning. So I talked about e-learning. Then the case study we have done. Any questions before we end our Okay, final questions, anything?
There was on the job training and off the job training.
Yes.
Off the job training is like invading your personal time.
Yes, of course. Off the job, you just go to that slide now. Okay. On the job, you know. Off the job means Saturday, Sundays, or after working hours. Okay. Or sometimes, 8 to normally what they do is they don't give it Saturday, Sundays work, Saturday, Sundays training. They will give on the work day itself, but they put the employees in a training room. So that means to say Monday is their working day, 8 to 5, okay, but they won't be doing the job in the company. They will be sent to the training department in the company. So that's called off the job. So remove. Some companies, what they do, they give training in the hotels outside the organization. So that's why we call in-house, means inside the organization we have training department. You train them there, but that is off the job. They don't deal with the job. Okay? All right. Any questions, Devinda? All right. If there's no questions, then thank you very much. We have come to the end of this session. Thank you very much for listening. All right. Okay, welcome back. Okay, I promise that we will have to finish chapter 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, with the next chapter, we are doing this managing employee performance, which is very important. Yes, vital for all organization to understand, evaluate, judge employees' performance. Okay, that's what the whole topic is going to be about. All right. Now, so the learning outcome, we have two. One is you must know what is performance management system. Then you must know what is the benefit of effective performance management or performance appraisal system. So two main objective for this session. Right. So what is it? Performance management system means to ensure every employee work in a manner which is aligned with the organization goal. So of course we all have organization. That is the direction of all employees have to meet the direction. So which ensures that the employees reach his maximum potential on the job. So the output, your knowledge, your skills, your experience, you must put it for the improvement of the organization. So for that we have to do a check on the performance. Okay, so that's what it means. Okay, what is the benefit? Yes, one, encourages quality performance by rewarding those who do well. Of course, everybody wants reward. If you do a good job, the company is ready to give you the reward. Okay, then improve current performance by giving workers feedback. So of course, how someone can improve himself is by the employer, the manager, the director gives feedback to the employees, to the subordinates, whether good feedback or bad feedback. Okay, must give a feedback. Then assist in identifying training needs. If they are not good in performance, then there's something wrong. You have to give training. Yes, assist. Then documentation. If disciplinary proceedings are, so if employee keep on coming late, absent all the time, being recorded. So all these performance system, the recording of the employee's behavior, it helps in disciplinary proceedings. When the disciplinary proceeding comes, then all these records are shown to the employees. That's what the purpose. Then the channel of communication between manager and subordinate. Whenever the employee and the employer, the manager and the subordinate meet and sit down and talk about the performance, they are actually communicating. It's a means of communication. The opportunity is given to the employees to meet with the manager, to tell, to inform, to communicate whatever they feel about the work and all those. Then factors affecting performance. Yes, the knowledge. Sufficient or not? Not sufficient, the employee cannot perform. Skills, not enough, the employee cannot perform. Understand? Huh? Motivation, no motivation, employees cannot perform. There's a direct link. Work environment, good work environment, performance will go up. Bad work environment, performance go down. This is the go down. This is the factors affecting employees' performance. Now, how appraisal being done? Who is going to check on the employee? So the employee, one person. The employee. Okay, the employee is there. So who's going to give the feedback? From the employee itself, he himself evaluate his performance. The subordinate, who's somebody down here, evaluate him. The colleagues, the friends or the co-worker will evaluate him. Other parties like customers will evaluate, suppliers will evaluate, and things like that. And of course, manager will evaluate. So it's called 360-degree evaluation. Everybody evaluate, check on the performance. So this is a simple, short, topic. Now I want you to, based on the topic, can you give me some feedback? Okay. What is the most effective way to handle negative feedback during performance appraisal? So think about it. I give you 2 minutes. Think about it. Wait, just hold on. Okay. Okay. C. Provide it constructively with suggestions for improvement. Okay, how about you?
C.
C, yes. Why do you think C is the most appropriate answer? What is the reason?
Because the other answers are like degrading the employee rather than motivating him.
Oh, the other points are degrading, demotivating the employees. Let's look, ignore. So ignore the feedback to avoid conflict. So you're avoiding the problem. So therefore this is wrong. Deliver it aggressively means what? Aggressive means what? You're using harsh way, you're giving pressure to the employees. That's not very good. Okay. Then criticize the employee in front of others is very bad attitude. Okay. So therefore the best answer is provide it constructively. So constructive feedback. So constructive and destructive feedback, two different things, you know. So when you give feedback, you must give constructive. So make them improve. That is what we mean by constructive. If you, these all are destructive. If you do this, it will be destruction for the employees. They feel very low. They feel very sad. Okay. So very good. Right. So this is a short chapter. Then we go to the next one. Next chapter. Any questions on this performance management before we go? Anything that you have in mind? Yeah, the last chapter is about safety and health at work. All right. So so far how you all feel today's session? This is the last chapter. So after this we will summarize the whole thing. Okay. Before we start this new chapter, so how do you feel coming here and getting the knowledge training? How do you feel, Darwin?
I feel that I've gained a lot of knowledge today in terms of the human resource management,
Mm.
and I've gotten new ideas and new strategies in order to train the workers with problems and all.
Okay, very good. Okay, so you got a clear picture of what is human resource. You got some ideas, okay, so that you can use in your workplace.
Yes.
Yes, huh? So how about you, Divina?
I've gained knowledge about human resource management,
Yes.
like how many things are there in human resource management,
Mm.
and how does employees gain
Information.
information for the
Job.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, what Divina is saying is that she learned about the functions. Huh? What are the functions of human resource that she learned today? Very good. Thank you very much, both of you. So we will continue with this last chapter, safety and health. So, what do you think? What do you think about safety? What do you mean by safety? What is the meaning of health?
Safety and
Yeah, safety.
safety for that.
Right, is safety for the employers and employees, both the employee and employers, and then health at work. Okay, so basically, yeah,
More like a precaution.
yeah, more precautions. Now, safety means free from accident. That you must remember. What is safety? Anything that saves you from accident is called safety. Health means anything that prevents you from getting diseases is health. So healthy person means what? Without any diseases. So health and safety. All right. Now shall we look at the learning outcome? Huh? So the most important in health and safety is the law, the regulation, the provision of one big Act of Parliament, which is the Occupational Safety and Health Act. I don't want to touch on all those other acts of on health and safety. Just want to pick up only one aspect because this is most important for you. This covers all economic field. It's an office or a hawker center or mini market. Everything have to fall under this act. Okay. Explain the importance of encouraging safe work practice and healthy lifestyle. So we're going to look at this today. Yes, why health and safety? Because when there is an accident, there is cost involved. You have to send them to hospital, you have to pay the medical bills, and then you have to give them some compensation if something happens. Okay, so this is cost for the company. So therefore, we don't want anybody to get accident in the workplace. Okay, and wages of the workers on medical leave. The person is on medical leave, but you have to pay the wages. If he's 1 month medical leave, 1 month you have to pay. But he's not contributing anything. He's at home. He's in the hospital. But this is the reason why you need to avoid accidents. How about this? If there is an accident like fire, there will be damage to the equipment, damage to the material. So you need to avoid this. Okay. Overtime, somebody else have to do overtime because this person had an accident and is at home. Somebody has to take over the work and then do overtime work. So, and then this overtime is the company have to pay money for the person who is doing overtime. So cost. Can understand? Okay. Employee replacement cost. So the person is not no more in the organization. Somebody else have to replace. Okay. In case of fatal accident. Okay. Yes. Time cost for supervisors, management, and colleagues. Yes, time cost. The supervisor have to train another person. Take time. Moral low because there's accident. Everybody will stop. Every The moment there is an accident, the whole department will stop. They'll be, oh, something happened already. So the production is stopped already, So that's why we don't want accident to happen. Production stop means cost to the company. Yeah, loss to the company. And finally, poor public image. You can see this company, company A, B, C, always people get accident, always get fatal accident. The company, don't know lah. A lot of people being injured there. So there'll be talk of the town. Everybody will be talking about the company, and it will have bad image in the eyes of the general public. Yeah, what are the causes in company? Of course, in office setups, you don't see this, but you must have some knowledge. Maybe perhaps you will be working some other place or so, whatever. But this is the stepping and being struck by an object, fall from height, getting caught in the object, between the objects, being struck by the falling object, something in the, if you go supermarket, you have high stocks there, it will fall on the head. Overexertion when lifting, when somebody, an employee carry heavy things, will exert their back, is it not? So all these are causes of accidents. Okay. Now, why is there employees problem that leads to accident? Faulty attitudes. Okay, for example, I see some wires down there. I see another wire just dangling there, and then all along the corridor you can see wires. So these are all whose attitude? Employees' attitude. They have to fasten it. They have to anchor the wires by the side. You have to tape it so that nobody can trip and fall in the workplace. Okay, even though it's an office, but there are a lot of things can happen. Okay, especially like the switch, the plug has broken, but nobody is willing to replace it. So all this can cause problem. So faulty attitude, impulsiveness, low attention span, irresponsibility, drinking and drug abuse, all these are causes. Then nervousness, fear, faulty judgment, worry and depression, fatigue. You're too tired, then something might happen. You say you drive a car and you're too tired and then you never stop, then there's problem there. So remember that always. If you're tired, then you stop work. Stop driving, sorry. So employee health issues. So common health issues, health problems, there is a lot of chemicals, there are toxic substances. Don't think in office you don't have chemicals. We have floor cleaners, cleaning materials, detergents. All these are chemicals as well. They can be very toxic. If you never wear gloves and then handle it with your bare hand, then you can see some problems with your hands. Contact dermatitis you may have. When it splash on your eyes, you get conjunctivitis and things like that. Then fumes, dust and smoke. Then radiation. Of course, here in office you don't have radiation, but in certain companies they use radiation. Okay. Infection, yes, like COVID time, we had COVID, isn't it? So this is also health issue in the workplace. Noise and vibration, too many noise, above 92 decibel and above for 8 hours, 12 hours, constantly have noise, you'll have problem. Extreme temperature, also a problem. Okay, who is responsible? Tell me now. This is the question I have to ask you. Who is responsible for health and safety at workplace? Employees. Okay. Any other answer? Human resource manager. Okay. Any other answer? Okay, you said human resource manager is responsible. You say employees responsible. Let us look at the answer. Come. Everyone. So everyone is responsible for safety and health at work. Especially who? Especially DOSH, Department of Occupational Safety and Health, National Institute of Occupational Safety and Health, NIOSH. Employers. See, all these are people who are responsible. So, but basically, you cannot say there's a spillage there, oil is spilled there, the carpet is already torn, and nobody is looking, and some people have trip and fall, and you don't know about it. You can't do that. It's because health and safety, everyone is responsible. You saw something, if the carpet is torn and there are chances for people to fall down, then go and do something. Change the carpet or tape it, or call the contractor to come and replace carpet. Yes, this is the most important act of parliament that deals with safety and health. 1994. Just remember this act. So, to ensure safety, person at work, occupational safety and health lays down a number of requirements which must be complied with by employees and employees. So, you are small, medium industry, office, anything for that matter, mini market, anything for that matter, you have to comply with this act. So, most important act of parliament. Okay, in this act, you have safety policy. This is a compulsory, you must have safety policy. All employers with more than 5 employees are required under SHO. So look at the organization. You see 1, 2, you go 2, 3, 4. The cleaner is there, then the boss is there, then the assistant. 2, 5, 6 people ready. 6 people. Where's the safety policy? You must have the safety policy. So the law says that all employers with more than 5 employees are required to, under the OSHA, to have a safety policy. Communicate to the employees. You don't have the safety policy and then keep there in the drawer. No, you have to communicate. You must give a copy, okay, to the employees. All right. There's one company, they have the name tag. Behind it, they already have the safety policy. So everybody in the company has a safety policy written this behind the name tag. So that's one way how they communicate it to the employees. Revise it as necessary. Yes. So once you have set up, once you have the policy, it is not for 100 years, 200 years. No, it should be revised. All right, employment of safety officer. Yes, this only specifically for certain companies which have more than a certain number of employees. Then you must have a safety officer. Now in this environment, I don't think so. You need a safety officer, but this is good to know. Good to have the knowledge. All right. So let us do one simple test here. Let us do one simple. So there's a scenario here. What is the potential hazard and what is the corrective action? So you can see. First one, wet floor, office corridor. I saw some wet something, the water there, maybe there's some leaking there. What you should do? What is the potential hazard? Somebody can slip and fall, right? Then suggested signboards, okay, or clean up the area. Then faulty electrical wiring at staff room. What is the potential hazard? Shocked. Electrocuted. Somebody can get electrocuted. And what is the corrective action? So,
inspection.
Electrician to come repair. Yes, correct. Then lack of emergency exits. If you don't exist, what will happen? Potential hazard. Yes, you cannot go out. People will stuck inside the building. So for that, what you need to do? Yes, you have to have the exit. Okay. Yeah, exit point. Correct. Employees not wearing protective gear. Protective gear means mask, okay, safety helmet, safety shoes, safety boots, and all those things. So if they don't have, then what's the potential hazard? Risk of injury. So corrective action, buy the protective equipment and give to the employees. The last one, overload shelves in the storage room. What is the potential hazard? Yes, shelf can collapse because overload. It can just simply come down. So then suggested is yes.
Arrange appropriate.
Okay, arrange appropriately. Very good. Organize it. Very good. All right. Okay, done. Yes, we have done. So what we do is we do the summary. Yeah? Summarize from chapter 1. So wait now, hold on. Chapter 2. Okay, so chapter 1 is chapter 2. Chapter 1 is the overview. So in this chapter, so we are doing the summary part. You want to summarize the whole thing. So reorganize your thoughts, thinking. Okay, see how you fit into your knowledge, fit into the what they call the system. Now, first chapter 2, recruitment and selection. What actually you all learned? What we learned? Yes, how to recruit. How to recruit employees. How to recruit. Okay, then skills, knowledge, and experience. Okay, we learn about that. Okay, we did job analysis. Very good. Okay, remember, very good. Okay, job analysis before recruitment. Need to do job analysis. Then selection process. Like what? How you select?
Based on their skills.
Based on their skills, knowledge. You want to conduct an interview session? Yes. To select, you want to give test? Yes. Very good. Questionnaires. Very good. Yes. Then induction, orientation. You want to give them. Why you want to give orientation?
To gain knowledge about things that gain knowledge about the work that they're going to do.
Yes. Gain knowledge about the work they are going to do. Very good. The workplace, the vision, mission of the company. The
So they will have better
Organization
understanding.
goals.
yeah, so that they can have better picture, better understanding of the whole company, how it operates, what's the nature of business, all those things are under this. Yes. Okay, very good. Now you go to the next chapter. Okay, chapter okay, wait. Third chapter is about training, correct? Yes. What do you learn? What do you learn in training? What do you learn in training in this chapter?
Ask. Ask.
ASK, yes, ASK. Yeah. So ASK, A stands for attitude, change in attitude, skills, knowledge. Correct? Very good. Okay. Besides that,
Change a person.
yes, the behavior of the person you have to change. That's why you need to give the aim of training is to change somebody, change the employees. All right, the behavior and attitude. Some more? Anything else that you learn? Oh, okay. I ask you one question. What is the benefit of training?
Improve employees' productivity.
Yes, improve productivity.
Increase their performance.
Yes, increase performance.
Gain high morale.
They'll gain high morale and motivation. Very good. Anything else? On the job and off the job training, what do you think? What is on the job training?
Happens inside the office.
During the work?
During the workforce.
Yeah, during the work. Okay. Off the job?
Happens
After the working.
After the working hours. Or sometimes during working hours, but different place. Different place. Very good. Anything else?
Basically, to avoid mistakes.
Basically, to avoid mistakes. So to increase productivity and so on. Very good. So that's the answer. Yes. Now we go to the next chapter that we have learned. This one. Okay. So employee performance. Okay, what is employee managing employee performance?
To increase their work rate,
Increase their performance.
increase their work rate performance.
Okay, there's a check there, isn't it? You have to identify what's the problem with the employees. Okay. What is 360-degree performance appraisal?
Employees, the supervisors, other
Subordinates.
Subordinate.
Everyone should be involved in the evaluation of an employee.
Correct. So this 360, the management have to evaluate, co-worker evaluation, and others also evaluate. So customers also evaluate the performance. Very good. So we go to the last one, huh? Safety and health. Yes. Okay. In this chapter, what you learn?
Safety for the health.
Yes.
When doing a job, safety is very important.
Correct.
All the employees should be a precaution is needed for all the employees,
Right.
and we have to make sure that everything in the workforce is not in fault,
Okay.
or have to be focused on fixing all the problems that companies facing and all. So
Okay.
make sure that employees to avoid injuries basically.
To avoid injuries, basically. Very good. Very good. So how about what is the Act of Parliament? Very important. 1994. Yes, you are right. So 1994 Safety and Health Act is important because it applies to all economic field. So right.
Everyone should be involved.
Everybody who's responsible,
Everyone.
everybody is responsible for the safety and health at workplace. Right. Very good. We have come to the end of the sessions. Okay. So how do you feel today? How do you feel?
Feel that I've gotten a clearer view of how human resource management truly works.
Correct.
And what, as an employee, I should do in order to settle things down
Very
and
good.
make sure that everyone is satisfied.
Very good. Thank you very much. How about you, Divana?
I've learned how to which what are the things should I do as an employee and shouldn't.
Yes, correct. What are the things you can do, you cannot do as an employee? Very good answer. All right. Thank you very much for coming and listening to me. Hope we can meet again for another session. Thank you very much.